If by convention at the time it had a correct meaning, then that would be correct for their time. But if by convention it has the wrong
you're
meaning,
making
then
your
no, of course
masdar.
not.
You're making your masdar the colloquialism. You're saying it's something that is appropriate that might have been appropriate for Allah because some people were using it. That's like a Trumpian type of.
No, I'm not saying just some people.
Some people are saying
prophets. I'm saying if prophets did.
How do you know that?
Look, I don't. Just like you don't know if Jesus called Allah Father too, right?
So دع ما يريبك إلى ما لا يريبك.
Okay. So Wesam, are you certain that Isa didn't call Allah this?
Don't care. Don't care. I know Allah. I know in the Quran. I am certain.
You're arguing with me about certainty. I'm asking you, do you have certainty of this?
I'm saying when it comes.
And the word Father meant that? Are you certain that the word Father meant that? That's the real question.
You guys.
That's the question, though, Beyond.
Is
he sure that Father meant that?
We already agreed that it's a possibility, and just leave it there.
What is this about possibilities? I think this is Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What do you mean possibility?
But Wesam, you agreed to possibility, so are you criticizing yourself now?
What are you talking about?
You said that it's possible. It's not impossible,
I know.
Right?
I'm saying anything in the is possible, but I will not entertain it. Because it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
You don't have to entertain it, but to bash other people for holding to it, then
okay. Again, I just want, because we are in debates so often and we demand consistent. We want to make sure that what we're saying is absolutely, scrutinized and thorough and foolproof. Now, by your criteria, if it has a good meaning, if it's in the general vernacular of people, if it's mentioned consistently or sporadically throughout the Old Testament, Allah is a mother in some sense. Allah is a husband in some sense. Allah is a babysitter in some sense.
No, honestly. Wesam, I think I found a reputation. Wait, I think mother cannot be mother cannot be applied, right? Because mother is a feminine. It's an and
father is masculine. Is Allah a man?
No. Hold on.
It's just a strong. It's like arguing because he says he's a man. Like
father's different. Father's different because in Arabic, there's no it. Okay, it's always hiya or huwa. In Arabic, hiya is
huwa is because it's a universal pronoun, not because it's masculine. But father is not a universal noun. It is a masculine noun.
Okay, so if Jesus called him that, he's calling God a man? I don't understand what you're saying anymore.
Yes, if he called him that, it's possible that would be blasphemous to that degree, and we don't know if he called him that. So we choose to say that Isa alayhi salam called him Allah.
Yo, Henny, next person that mutes me, wallahi, I'm going to blast their entire lineage. Whichever
it was Wesam,
I don't know what you guys... Mike, bro.
I don't know what you guys were talking about before that, but
Omar, can I just say one thing? Sorry, I'm listening to your argument. You know, I respect you, bro. You know, I always get stuff from you. But on this, bro, where I'm stuck with what you're saying is that you're assuming that father means something based on the Bible. That's your basis. You're saying that father means this because the Bible says that, and that's just a wrong premise to start with. Okay, so how do we know that father means creator?
Because the people who use the term, well, I mean the New Testament or the Old Testament, because it's in the Old Testament too.
Either. I don't.
But my point is, if it's a possibility, just leave it at that. I don't hold the position that you can call him this today.
Yeah, but to say that we can affirm the meaning of a word, that means that I can go pray with a Christian and say we're all children of God, but you can mean it in some way different to me.
Yeah. Hold on. Can anybody say that Allah does haraka or is it jism in any sense?
I don't know those words. I just know what I'm talking about right now.
Why does the Salaf not deny or affirm of Allah's a jism?
Jism means body. Jism means body, right? Well, Allah doesn't have a body, right?
No, but body can mean existence. Even philosophers say that a body.
Okay,
can mean
but that's philosophically. This is theological right now.
No, because this is
you're answering your own question. You're saying they did not affirm or deny.
Yeah.
Correct.
So is it a possibility?
Good. Who cares?
Did I affirm it?
It has to be a possibility, Omar.
Did I affirm Allah as a father in any sense? Or do I hold the position of the Salaf and I say it depends what they mean?
Okay, again, if you're saying that it's just a historical possibility, and I'm concerned about your reasoning for it. If it's a historical possibility and you're just like thinking about it on your own spare time, that's fine. But in terms of actually implementing it as the basis for your arguments, it makes zero sense, and it leads to blasphemy. Like Allah is a mother, like Allah is a husband, like any of it. In fact, grandfather, because grandfather is an ancient form of father. Allah is my grandfather.
So anyone who used, just in any sense, I guess, is blaspheming.
If there is no evidence in Quran and Sunnah for calling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala a jism, you shouldn't use it. And in fact, that's what Imam Ahmed said. Said that we don't reject or accept.
And he meant by, and of course, but there could be a correct meaning, right?
Why are you talking about, again, Allah is not subject to your like fanciful theories here.
Do the ulama say that there could be a correct meaning for jism, yes or no?
Could there be a correct meaning for mother and husband?
Look, I've just asked you about jism. What's worse, calling him a mother or husband, or calling him a Lego?
They're all necessarily, you should not say any of them, because Allah
so could he be a jism in any sense?
Who cares? Why are you asking me this?
I'm just asking you in any sense, like, could he be called a jism?
That's my problem with your position, is that you're
why was the Salaf agnostic? Why was the Salaf agnostic on kufr?
What do you mean it was good?
Why was the Salaf agnostic on kufr? They're not sure if they can call Allah a body.
Jism, by the way, is not a body. It can be anything. It's like a johar. It's like a thing. Yes.
A jism is literally, go to Lisan al-Arab, Wesam.
I know what jism is. But when you're talking about like a human flesh and blood body, it just means something that exists, that has a physical reality, something that's outside of your.
Jism is a body.
Yes. That's like when you say a celestial body or something that actually exists. That's what jism means.
No, that's what the falasifa say. Jism means existence for them. So
you mean
could have a correct meaning.
Who are they?
Bro. Okay.
So you could say that Allah in some sense is a jism. Okay.
Who says that? I'm not saying any of that. That's you.
Okay, then was the Salaf agnostic on being kuffar?
If they are agnostic, it's because they don't have. Are you agnostic that Isa alayhi salam called Allah?
What's this term agnostic?
That's not how it goes.
Were
they unsure if they could say? Were they unsure if they could call Allah a body or not?
Yes.
Okay, so is that kufr?
Who says it's kufr?
Is it kufr to call Allah jism in any sense?
Wait, but beyond, in that case, if you're not sure of something, Allah says to stay quiet about it. So if you're talking about it, then you're adding to it.
I don't know if it's kufr or not, but we're talking about the methodology.
I would say
it is kufr to call Allah jism.
Yeah, if you mean it in the wrong sense, yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. So yeah, again, you're attaching these caveats to it. Okay, so
if you mean in the wrong sense,
if it's not like a name, right? If it's not a name that he has, then of course you're not gonna even just like for example, you're not gonna give this to like a name to Allah, right? But in some sense,
good.
You would affirm it, no problem.
Why would you affirm it? Why?
In some sense, no, you wouldn't call him that, right? But you would say that he has this.
Okay, calm down. Listen. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that you can call him A, B, or C, you call him A, B, or C. Through the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, through the Quran, through the ijma' of the Sahaba, you can call him that. If he doesn't, then you should not. You should not use it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
We don't call him that.
You're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying that, look, I'm simply saying it's a possibility. I don't say that we can call him that.
But okay, what is the purpose of saying it's a possibility?
I don't believe that words have like inherent meanings.
This is why you're confused. What is the purpose of saying that?
If they meant something that had a correct meaning during that time, then that's fine.
But why? Why, when you have alternatives, 99 alternatives? What is this methodology? What is this tafkir?
Do I have basis for it or not?
Do you have basis for it? If you had basis for it, you wouldn't be agnostic.
Can you show me agnostic of whether we can call Allah this? Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Do you have a basis for why you can call Allah that?
I don't call Allah jism either, right?
Okay, but so you just said if you have do you have basis for calling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Father?
Wesam, it's not agnosticism on if you cannot call him that, because Allah says in the Quran to not call him by names.
You guys are just like going past us. When no one's saying that you can call him Father.
Omar, I'm literally with your position, but you can be agnostic if you can call him that. You cannot call him that right now because Allah did not.
Of course
okay,
not.
I agree. I think you messed up your words because
Anis, I'm gonna be honest. This all just goes back to believing in but this is the problem when you start believing that the Bible's not corrupt as much, because you start thinking that the words of the Bible have meaning. and you apply those meanings, bro. And this is the problem with people who believe in the Torah.
In the Torah and the Gospels a lot.
I think believing that more of the Torah is preserved is a better position to take.
No, it's not. It's actually a way worse position.
Mafi Torah Aslan. I literally just had an interview with one of the foremost scholars of the Old Testament. There's a earlier version of the so-called 5 books of Moses, I said the Shapira scrolls, which is 40% shorter and only one, Deuteronomy. Okay,
but when it comes to like this epistemic issue, I don't agree with the extreme tahrif position. I think a moderate one is fine, but the ones who say like 90% of it is correct, that's wrong. I take a moderate position, and I don't think these are reasons that people. I don't think these are reasons why people should like argue about it.
Omar,
it's not impossible. That
I agree to an extent,
so
but when you say when somebody says قال نبي الله حبقوك قال نبي الله so and so, and then I ask you what's your evidence in Ibn Taymiyyah? Wallahi, this is haram. This is attributing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that which you have no knowledge of.
That's taqleed.
Wait, you can't.
When it comes to certain things,
Omar, you can't even say a moderate position. You can't even say that either. You can't even say I take a moderate position. All you can say is I affirm what agrees with the Quran. That's all we can all say.
Position, right?
No, it's not. It's I affirm what agrees with the Quran. Unless you want to go read the Bible word for word and then do a comparison with the Quran and literally get percentages, that you can't say it's moderate, more than, less than. You have to say I agree with what agrees with the Quran. That's all you can say.
Old Testament.
I take Quran, Sunnah, and I take Salaf.
No, Quran and Sunnah and Salaf, they explain these things, right? So
the reason why I'm not bringing sources, I'm not bringing things up. The only reason why
he saw the Sahaba reading it. He said, "Stay away from that evil."
We can talk about Ibn Abbas if you want, like in private.
Yes, we can talk about Ibn Abbas. He saw the Salaf reading it. He saw the Sahaba.
I'm not going to bring it on live. I don't want to give Christian arguments.
No. I know we discussed this misattribution to him from Bukhari. And how weak it is. Anyway.
It's not
the most authentic thing from any of the Salaf.
I'm not going to name people. Just leave it.
Okay. Yeah. What we have from the Sahaba is that when they're quoting things supposedly from the Torah, it's things outside of the Torah, like Isaiah, or things that are completely different rules about stoning, different 10 commandments. Okay, if you want to talk about strictly what the Sahaba affirmed is completely different than what we have of. Nobody ever says 5 books. Nobody ever says Kutub Musa al-Khamsa. They had something completely different. If you want to talk about that, and then Ra'sul Sahaba Ibn Abbas said, "Don't read it." Majority confirmed, but don't read it. Get the hell out of here. He said, "Don't read it. It's been corrupted. It's been
says
changed,
3
it's been
things.
altered.
Yep. Yeah, he says
altered.
3 things.
You have something better. You have something more." And we're saying, "Oh, that's Habakkuk." Yeah, come on, man.
Bro, to the point where people are even saying Daniel sallallahu alayhi wasallam.
Wait, Wesam, are you saying we cannot extract any like aqaid from like Ahlul Kitab?
Aqidah?
Yeah.
Aqidah from Ahlul Kitab?
Yeah, like the books.
Damn, you don't even know what they're saying, bro.
Drop him.
Aqidah?
No, keep him from the previous scripture.
No, drop him, bro. Take a hike, bro.
Why does Ibn Qutayba use Matthew to prove Allah is above?
Who is that?
He doesn't need that. We have that in the Quran.
Yeah, that's in the Quran though.
Freaking Matthew.
He's saying whatever agrees with the Quran.
No, he says to extract. No, you don't. No, you don't do that ever. We don't even like use it for Qasas al-Anbiya with any certainty. Tell me you're gonna go
and Qutayba wrong for saying that Allah is
shit again, bro. Go off on
in heaven.
Wallahi, yes. Wallah al-Azim, yes. If he's saying
wasn't even me, bro. Relax.
Okay,
if you're talking about Aqidah, yes.
Wahab bin Munabbih.
If you're using kutub that we have no idea. Habibi, listen to me. Stop it.
Everyone's wrong, Wesam, right?
Qasaman billahi, qasaman birabbil Kaaba. If there is any scholar ever who says, it's talking about Aqidah and says, as it is written in Matthew, qasaman birabbil Kaaba, I will never listen to that person ever again. Never.
Okay, so you'll never listen to Ibn Qutayba again. So we can throw his
never.
Hadith
If he's talking about Aqidah and he's saying that this is supporting because Allah said in the Gospel according to Matthew that this
he says قال Allah and he says في الإنجيل الصحيح.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Let's just throw.
ولا حاجة لابن قتيبة. ولا حاجة.
You know when people like logic say you guys throw your scholars under the bus. They're right.
No.
They're right.
What Dog Logic says is exactly what Imam Malik said. What Dog Logic said. I'm sorry. What Imam Malik rahimahullah said. If everybody is taken from and thrown away except the Sahib Hada al-Qabr. Is Ibn Qutaybah Hujjah on his own?
He brings evidence.
What is his evidence that Matthew was written by Matthew? And that it's
doesn't matter. It agrees with the Quran. It says
if something agrees with the Quran, it's necessarily wahy.
Right? It says fi sama, right?
The Code of Hammurabi.
Who cares if it says fi sama?
And Imam al-Bukhari says we can narrate.
The Salaf literally used the Bible to prove.
Habibi, the Prophet ﷺ said you can narrate for them. I understand that. I understand. Not for Aqidah. He's not saying you can extract Aqidah from their books. Everything that we need for Aqidah is in the Quran and Sunnah.
They use the Bible to prove Yadayn. They use it to prove Arlu. They use it to prove Julus. They use it to prove many things.
Bro, you can't use the Bible without anything Quran. You can't use the Bible without anything in the Quran.
No one is saying that.
He literally is, bro. Malik, he just said to prove something. Like
okay, you can. Okay, then the Quran is sufficient. Then but the Quran is sufficient enough. Then we don't, bro. Wait. So then we can go to the Vedas. So then we can go to the Vedas and say, you know what? They say God is one without a second.
You guys are listen. You guys, wallahi, you're being emotional. You guys,
bro, you're being, bro, Omar, you're being emotional. I'm not gonna
you
lie.
sat there and you listened to him and he said, "Can you extract Aqidah from the books of Ahlul Kitab?"
Wallahi, he didn't let me finish.
Bro, you said logic's making good. You said we're throwing scholars under the bus, bro. We're doing what Allah said. Allah said.
Imagine you're just tossing Salaf under the bus, like
no, we're not. We love them. We love the Salaf, but they're wrong sometimes. They can be
wrong. It's not
wrong.
about tossing them under the bus. If they say something wrong, they say something wrong.
And they're right. And they're right.
Bring up Eminem, guys. They're saying bring up Eminem.
Yeah, but it's so many.
Eminem's not even here, bro. I'm looking.
When Ibn Abbas,
Ali al-Tabari,
Ibn Abbas,
so many more.
You went from Ibn Qutaybah. You went from Wahb ibn Munabbih. Look, this is a game you guys play. You went from Wahb ibn Munabbih to Ibn Taymiyyah, like hundreds of years separating and.
I said Wahb ibn Munabbih, Ka'b al-Ahbar.
Ka'b al-Ahbar says what? What does Ka'b al-Ahbar say?
He says Allah touched with his hand. He said Allah does touching with his hand.
Yeah, he proves from the Torah to
that's from the Hadith.
Wait, with it touch, Mumas? Where is it? I want to see it.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala touched the back of Adam alayhi salam.
Wait,
Assalamu alaikum, Habibi. Assalamu alaikum.
Masah, that's what Masah means, yes.
I thought
that's what Masah means.
Dead.
Yeah, so
you do not ever, unless if it's supporting like anecdotal. And hey, by the way, this is also believed by the people of the scripture, like Bukhari says about the Jahmiyyah that they're worse than the Jews or the Christians because
you're just talking past me. That's a problem, and it's like pissing me off. To be honest, I just want to tell you how I feel because look, I've been respectful, I've been nice, and all this, and you're just not wanting to even understand. You're just strawmanning the fucking position every single time. I'm literally just telling you. Listen, I'm just telling you that you can use it as supporting evidence. You can go to the Bible and say, look, you have Ulu over here, you have Qadam, you have Wajh, you have Yad.
But you
no issue with this.
The problem is you guys said you derive Aqidah from the Bible.
Yes, you said stop muting Central. Stop muting Central.
Stop muting my fucking mic, bro.
Who keeps doing it? But
hey, guys, wait, Henny, just everyone relax. 1 second, please, guys. Let's not get into this cuss game and act crazy. Let's talk proper.
Let Omar finish his point. Let Omar finish his point. And I dropped you, Central. I dropped you. Anas didn't even drop you. I dropped you.
Yeah, neither did I mute you. So don't try and scream.
Just for this one live, maybe take away everybody's mod and.
Fine, everybody's just chilling.
Yeah, but let's just. But if Omar's talking, let Omar finish his point, and don't just try to just overtalk him.
Okay, I wasn't trying. But
my point was that they're supporting evidence. You were talking to Hamza, right? You were but I said supporting evidence, and you're jumping on me about it.
No.
I'm telling you,
because I clarified with you. I clarified with you, and I said to say that all Allah. A, B, and C, and use it and be appealing to the people of the scripture. That's wrong. That's what I'm saying. That's not supporting evidence anymore. That's actual primary evidence. If Allah literally said something, like in the Gospel according to Matthew, He says, "Ilahukum alladhi huwa fis sama," etc., etc. That's not supporting evidence anymore.
There's some ulama who affirmed the sadr, dhira'in was sadr, right, Wesam?
What? Why you keep jumping, bro?
ذراعين والصدر. There's some ulama who
I don't have any knowledge. I don't have any knowledge on that. My point was when you
that's why I don't want to bring these topics
wait,
up.
Wait, hold on.
It has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Omar,
That's a red herring.
I feel like you're talking past him now, because you're saying that we can go to the Bible if it agrees with the Quran, but the only reason it has any credibility because it's in the Quran. So I can go to the Vedas and say, well, the Vedas agree with the Quran on this too, right?
And it's not even credibility.
But Allah never mentioned them in the Quran as kitab from samawat, so it's disanalogous immediately.
Okay, fine.
I dare you. Where does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ever say that the Torah or the Injil that we have today or any point is the kitab from the samawat? Where?
Well, did I mention anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the point?
He just gave an analogy. He gave an analogy. I just was talking about the analogy. I didn't make a claim.
Right, there's
it's not a corrupted version of a text that was revealed earlier.
But there's some people who argue that because it says in 14:4 that Allah sent a prophet or a messenger in their language.
That's a horrible argument.
No, but listen, what I'm saying is that
it's possible.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's in the same realm of possibility.
He would have called them Ahl Kitab just like the Majus, but the Majus were never called Ahl Kitab for a reason. So the Hindus are not going to be called Ahl Kitab. If you go to the Salaf and you ask them why are Ahl Kitab called Ahl Kitab, it's because the Kutub al-Samawat was revealed to them, not because of the bloody Hindus.
Okay, it was revealed to which ones though?
Christians and the Jews.
Yeah, but
the original
of which
Muslim community that then became
okay.
corrupted and they became kuffar and mushrikeen.
Exactly, perfect. So the thing is that they have corrupted books. So their book is just as corrupted as any others, except Allah says we can find the unlettered prophet in these books. That's the only additional confirmation we have about these corrupted scriptures.
No, it says فيها حكم الله.
Fiha, yes.
Look,
Fiha, that's only about stoning.
Okay, wait 1 second. If you're going to do that, let's go into fiqh. Do you takfir anybody who uses the Torah in the Sharia?
Nobody's making takfir anybody.
Let's go that far. Would you make takfir, 1 second, would you make takfir of any alim who says it is halal shari'iyan wa islamiyan to use the Torah as a qadi in hukm?
Only if that's between two Jews. If it's between two Jews.
No, in between a Muslim and a Muslim.
No, you can't. And if it agrees with the Quran, you can't.
Would you takfir? I have the scholar on deck.
Nobody. Again, this is not our...
Would you takfir?
That's past my pay grade.
Hold on, guys. One person at a time. 3 people are speaking.
Nobody is going to make takfir. I don't know enough. I don't know if they have any hujjah.
Relax. We're anonymous. Look, Ibn Abd al-Barr in Kitab al-Tamheed, he says if you don't have the Quran to rule for the Sharia, he said...
of course.
You're
saying in absence of the Quran?
Yeah.
Can you put in an Islamic court the Torah?
Wait, how can you absence the Quran?
In absence of the Quran, and you for some reason got your whole memory wiped away and you don't know the hukm of the Quran?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't paint that hypothetical. He says, can you just put the Torah instead?
So on face value, that makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't know what kind of hujjah
he explains. It makes sense because he says a lot of the ahkam in the Torah still agree with the Quran and Sunnah.
But why would you if you have the Quran, why would you use the Torah?
Right.
Do you understand how fiqh works?
No,
you entertain hypotheticals. If you're going to come up with that type of...
As far as I know, fiqh is, again, Quran, Sunnah, Ijma', Qiyas. Okay, so is Torah anywhere there?
What? Okay. Wait, what do you mean qiyas? I can just throw that under my feet. What if I don't accept qiyas?
If you don't...
I don't care about qiyas. I'm not a Hanafi. Sorry.
Eminem,
Only Hanafis accept qiyas?
Oh my God.
Yeah, typically it's Hanafis who use qiyas the most.
No, not typically. Everyone uses qiyas.
I don't use qiyas. I don't look after it. It's like my last... It's my last resort. I would rather use the Torah than go to Ra'i.
As far as I know, all the madhab use qiyas. Why are you giving misinformation?
The Hanbali madhab places qiyas on which rank?
They use it though, right?
On which rank?
Everyone uses qiyas only if there's no...
I didn't say nobody uses qiyas. I said it's the last resort.
You're completely ignorant right now.
In the Hanbali... No, it's not ignorance. In the Hanbali madhab...
Listen. Qiyas by definition isn't... Wait, qiyas by definition is the last rank because qiyas is when you don't have dalil from Quran and Sunnah for a specific thing, you use relative and deductive evidences. It's by necessity.
You said that's the last rank?
Category.
That's the last rank?
Yes.
According to who? All 4 madhab or 1 madhab?
If you have evidence from Quran...
Can I just get like a number? All 4 madhab or 1 madhab? That's
as far
according
as
to
I,
one
as
madhab.
far as I know,
That-
qiyas, as far as I know, the definition of qiyas is analogical fiqh. So if you don't have evidence delineating
not
something
getting a
as
number.
halal and haram, I'm not going to give you a number. I'm not a
Okay,
faqih here.
then please say I don't want to answer the question. I'll
You
answer
literally
for you.
said
So
I can. Okay,
bro,
no,
can you
don't
stop
be
screaming
disingenuous.
over me?
You said.
Can you stop screaming over
you
me?
said I can throw away qiyas because I'm not a Hanafi. Now you're
Can
backpedaling and saying
you
that they all use it at a certain point.
stop? I said I would use it as a last resort. So just take it easy, bro.
Hey, last resort in what situation?
Initially, you said I'm gonna throw it away because I'm not a Hanafi.
Yeah, Wesam. It's barely been 10 seconds and you're already just constantly stampeding over my damn throat 5 times in a row. Can you hold your horses? Can you hold your horses?
I'm gonna mute all you guys. Wesam, let him talk. Let
Look, everybody's saying that I'm right. You did not say that last resort initially.
He's not trying to listen.
Wesam, let Eminem finish his
All right,
point.
all right. Why don't we just do like a minute type of stuff? Because everyone's hot right now. Let everyone feel.
Somebody get a timer out.
Yo. We're Muslims. We don't need showtime, bro.
Yeah, we don't need showtime.
We can let each other talk. We could let each other talk, bro. We're Muslims, bro.
Let Eminem say his point and no one cut him off. If you cut him off, I'm gonna beat you.
I know that. I'm gonna let him make his point. I just don't like misinformation. I don't like being gaslit. I don't like it being done by Muslims, and I don't like being done by Christians. Don't tell me that I'm like not addressing your point when you keep changing your point. Initially, you said, does every madhab use qiyas? I said yes. You said no. Only Hanafi. I can say I'm not a Hanafi.
I
So
didn't say only
qiyas.
the Ahnaf use qiyas.
Wallahi, this is recorded. But so now,
generally,
it's recorded, and if I said there's no problem with me shifting it because I constantly reiterated the same point that I don't care about qiyas. I don't give it that priority, and I explicitly said I would rather use the Torah over the qiyas.
you would rather use Torah.
Yeah. You heard it.
Torah has more
can I
basis
please
than
make
a
my
human
point
mind.
now?
Wait, 50 shekels.
So can I please make my point?
Yeah, make your point, and then by the way, at the end of your point, give me the statement from Ibn Abdul Barr right now. I want to see the exact context of this. I don't like Ibn Taymiyyah being misrepresented, and Ibn Abdul Barr, if he says that when you have evidence in Quran and Sunnah, this makes absolutely no sense. If you have evidence in Quran and Sunnah, you'd still use the Torah anyway. That makes absolutely no sense. So can you please give me the text from Ibn Abdul Barr?
Yeah, okay, sure. So first of all, in terms of qiyas, the Hanabila place it at the bottom of the barrel, okay? Well, in terms of Ahnaf, they place it around the third rank. They don't even take qawl al-sahabi on a singular basis, and they don't like to use life hadith. So you should know that the Ahnaf put Quran, then Sunnah, and then they place the ijma'. Then Imam Malik. Does somebody say something? Okay,
No.
Imam Malik, he would put the Quran and then the Sunnah and then the ijma' of Ahl al-Madinah, and then he would grab qiyas. Then the Shafi'iyya would place the Quran and Sunnah on the same level. Then you have the ijma', then qawl al-sahaba, then qiyas. Then the Hanabila, they have Quran, then Sunnah, then ijma', then qawl al-sahabi, then weak hadith, then qiyas. Those sound like 4 different rankings to me on where people place.
Did I ever deny?
Oh my God.
Okay, I understand. Just 1 second. Did I ever?
Me 1 second? Or you 1 second?
Just one statement. When you asked me what rank do they place them in, I had enough epistemic integrity to say, I don't know. I don't know the rank. I said my entire point was countering your initial point that you said.
Okay, and what did I reply to that? I said, if you don't know, just let me answer either way then.
So far, all of them use qiyas in one way or another, correct?
I never denied that.
Okay, good. So now, where does the Torah fall into these madhab?
That I agrees with the Sharia on the Quran and Sunnah.
Is that below qiyas or above qiyas?
And that's above qiyas.
Oh, you should give me the evidence.
For what? It agrees. Qiyas,
I need evidence for that.
Qiyas, by definition, is from ra'i beyond the Quran and Sunnah. You grab the asl and you build up. You build 1 second.
I don't need by definition. I don't need by definition, akhi. I need evidence. I need evidence.
I'm giving you the evidence.
Okay, give me the evidence.
It's not one dimensional. Qiyas, by definition, is you use ra'i, okay, or what's called qiyas aqli, to grab the same fundamental asl from the Quran and Sunnah, and then from there you predicate. The Torah, if it already... Bro, I'm just going to leave. You're doing this with everybody, bro.
Here, Wesam.
Wallahi, I'm not. I'm just asking. I don't care about what you say, bro. I need evidence for this.
I'm giving you the evidence.
You're just yapping.
telling you,
I need a fiqh manual, Habibi. I need something. Imam Malik said, you said Ibn Abdul Barr, I'm waiting for that. Imam Malik said, if there's no qiyas, then Torah. If there, I need something like that, bro. Where is it at?
So now you want to go with what the Salaf said?
I always go with what the Salaf said, if they have evidence for it.
Okay, so then bro, the conversation is not about that anymore. So if you want to walk 5 steps back, we can do that if you want. Bro, so do you want to stay on this or you want to walk 5 steps back?
Where you said that Torah is above qiyas in some... I need a statement.
Because if it agrees nassan harfiyan with the Quran and Sunnah... Sorry, 1 second. If it agrees nassan harfiyan with the Quran and Sunnah, how is that by default not above qiyas?
If it agrees with Quran and Sunnah, you wouldn't need qiyas in the first place because you'd have evidence from Quran and Sunnah.
I agree. Did you like misunderstand my point or something along the way?
No. You said you can use it over qiyas because if it agrees with the Quran and Sunnah, then it's over qiyas. But if it agrees with Quran and Sunnah, that necessitates that you have evidence from Quran and Sunnah for that mas'ala.
What mas'ala?
Whatever you're trying to do qiyas for.
What am I trying to do qiyas for if I have the Torah? I'm not understanding you.
Okay, give me evidence that any alim... Yes, I need this. The problem is you're using qiyas to establish that the Torah is able to be used.
I'm using qiyas.
Yeah, you said. Well,
I'm using qiyas ghaib.
Bro, do you have any? Wallahi, this is jahl. Do you have any fiqh manual? Do you have any? Because you're spreading misinformation. You're spreading bullcrap.
Is beyond is asking for a reference, a source, something that says what you're saying.
Says what? Saying what?
I'm just emotional. That's
what do you mean says what? You literally said that Torah is higher than qiyas.
One sec.
I'm giving you a dalil aqli. Are you saying this is not part of the Sharia?
What are you talking about? Aqli for using the Torah?
Beyond. Hold on one second.
I'm meeting all of them.
Okay, first off, bro, either do this. Henny, you got 2 choices, bro. Either turn off the chat or shut the live right now.
Yeah, mods, turn off the chat. Somebody turn off the chat.
I recommend the second option, bro.
Bro, I just cut it, bro. It's we all have each other's phone number up here. That's enough. That's enough for the everyone. Cause no, Henny, shut the live now. Just shut it.
You guys, You guys just threw a bunch of stuff.
Just shut the live, bro. Just shut the live, bro.
Finish your conversation. You just
shut. No. Shut the live.
I'm willing to shut it down. I'm willing to shut it down.
You should have had this conversation in private.
Bro, you came up and was like, Anis did me, bro. You came up and was Anis did me, bro, and then tried to like get in on it.
Henny, just shut.
Shut the live. Henny, shut the live down now.
Love Central God will subscribe on YouTube.
Henny, shut the live.
Well, bro, y'all took over my live, man. I was trying to talk about the topic.
I know, just open it later. Open it later if you want. Just shut it.
We could talk about the regular topic.
Okay, but shut it down. Just shut it right now, please, because there's too many Christians up in here. I'm getting too many texts. Just trust me on this. Shut it down.
All right, guys. I'm gonna shut the live down. I'll be back in like 30 minutes while everyone cools off. Assalamu alaikum.
Yo, assalamu alaikum.
How do I end my life?
Your fingers twice. It will close. Bro, just click the top corner, right? Press the X. Hey, Christians, not today, baby. You ain't gonna get it all here.
Yeah, I'll go back. Yeah, Malik, I'm gonna start live in like 30 minutes if you want to join. We'll talk about the subject, inshallah.